Dear children, I welcome you all to online class. Now you are going to listen to moral story. Before listening to moral story, we will close our eyes for prayer. Lord's Prayer. Repeat after me. Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come. Thy will be done in earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread. Forgive us our debts as we forgive our debtors. Lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, the power, and the glory forever. Amen. Now learn about lesson 8. The twin brothers. Isaac and Rebekah had two sons. Although they were twins, their looks and nature were entirely different. The eldest one had a reddish skin and had hair all over his body. His name was Esau. He loved the countryside and became a good hunter. The second one was called Jacob. He was quiet by nature. Birthright. Do you know what is birthright? In those days, it was the custom for the first son to get his father's blessings, known as birthright. After his father's death, he would get 2/3 of the family property. He was also supposed to make the important decisions for the family. He was the actual provider of the family. The birthright was usually given to the eldest son unless God commanded otherwise. He who should inherit its blessings must devote his life to the service of God. Their father Isaac was very fond of Esau. He enjoyed eating the food provided by Esau. However, their mother Rebekah loved Jacob more. Esau sells his birthright. Esau was always away from home for the whole day. When he returned home from hunting, he would feel very hungry. That's why he wanted to eat food as soon as possible. Moreover, in his hunger, he could not think of anything beyond the food in front of him. One day, Esau came home very tired and hungry. He asked his younger brother Jacob to give him some food, but Jacob was clever. He said he would give him food on the condition that Esau would give him his birthright of getting the father's last blessings. Esau was so hungry that he did not care about his birthright. He readily agreed to the condition. Jacob asked Esau to give him his word. Esau made the promise and gave his birthright to Jacob. Esau ate, drank, and left. After that, he did not care much about his rights. In fact, Esau thought that his brother was not serious. The angel of the Lord had revealed to Isaac and Rebekah that it was Jacob and not Esau who would inherit the birthright. Esau was not interested in religious things and was neither committed to his domestic responsibilities. The parents should have waited patiently for God to give him the birthright to Jacob as he promised. Instead, they used deception and human ideas to do it. As a result of this, there was much suffering. It happened as follows. Jacob deceives his father. It was a very important day for Isaac was to bless his eldest son before he died. Isaac was old and blind and expected to die soon. He called Esau. He told him to cook his favorite food and bring it to him. He wanted to eat the food and give Esau his last blessings before he died. As Isaac was instructing his son Esau, Rebekah listened. As soon as Esau left, she called Jacob. She told him to bring the things needed to prepare his father's favorite food. Jacob could not fully understand his mother's plan. He simply did as he was told. She planned to prepare the food for her husband before Esau came back. She also wanted Jacob to get all his blessings. So when the food was prepared, she told Jacob to serve his father. But Jacob was afraid to go before his father. He was not hairy like his brother. He was afraid that his father would discover this and curse him. Therefore, Rebekah covered his hands and neck with a goat skin. Jacob was not fully confident about how the plan would work out. Still, he did as his mother told him. When Jacob took the food to his father, he felt guilty. In fact, he was shaking and trembling with the fear of his brother returning soon. Jacob went before his father and requested him to eat the food and bless him. The short time required to prepare the food made Isaac doubtful. Therefore, he asked whether it was Esau who was serving the food. The old father then touched Jacob and found him hairy. Jacob lied to his father about being Esau. After eating the food, Isaac gave all the blessings to Jacob and his descendants. Esau is disappointed. As soon as Jacob came out of his father's tent, Esau returned. He was very happy to cook his father's favorite food. After preparing it, he took the food into his father's tent. He told his father to eat it and bless him. Isaac was surprised to hear Esau again. To be sure, Isaac asked him who he was. Esau replied that he was his firstborn son. Hearing this, the old father began to tremble and shake. Soon he realized that his younger son had cheated him. When Esau heard this, he was very upset and angry with Jacob. He cried loudly and asked his father to bless him too. Unknowingly, Isaac had blessed Jacob as his firstborn son. He poured out all the blessings for Jacob's prosperity and well-being. It was very difficult for him to bless once again. But as a loving father, he did bless Esau. Later, Esau told his father that he was very unhappy with Jacob for cheating him of his birthright. When Rebekah heard this, she asked Jacob to run away to his uncle Laban's house in Mesopotamia, where he would be safe. Dear children, God has called us His sons and daughters. He gives us all His blessings for a bright future. He has given us parents to take care of all our day-to-day needs. We do not have to cheat like Jacob. We cannot say we are good when we do bad things. There was no need for Jacob to cheat his father. His father would have blessed him too. Because of his bad deed, Jacob had to leave his home. He had to go to some other place. Therefore, we must be careful in our daily dealings with our parents and friends. We should not make God sad or angry for our wrong deeds. We may be able to cheat our parents by telling lies, but we cannot cheat God. He knows everything, sees everything, and hears everything. No matter where we go, we cannot hide from God. Memory verse: a wise son brings joy to his father, but a foolish son grief to his mother. Proverbs 10:1. A wise son brings joy to his father, but a foolish son grief to his mother. Proverbs 10:1. Fill in the blanks. Number 1. Jacob and Esau were sons of dash and dash. Jacob and Esau were sons of dash and dash. The answer is Isaac and Rebekah. Isaac, I-S-A-A-C, Isaac. Rebekah, R-E-B-E-C-C-A, Rebekah. Jacob and Esau were sons of Isaac and Rebekah. Number 2. The brother with hair all over his body was dash. The brother with hair all over his body was dash. The answer is Esau. E-S-A-U, Esau. E-S-A-U, Esau. The brother with hair all over his body was Esau. Third one. Esau was loved more by his father Isaac. Esau was loved more by his father Isaac. Father, F-A-T-H-E-R, father Isaac, I-S-A-A-C, Isaac. Esau was loved more by his father Isaac. Number 4. Rebekah loved dash very much. Rebekah loved dash very much. The answer is Jacob. J-A-C-O-B, Jacob. J-A-C-O-B, Jacob. Rebecca loved Jacob very much. Number 5. Isaac blessed dash in place of dash. Isaac blessed dash in place of dash. The answer is Jacob, Esau. Jacob, J-A-C-O-B, Jacob. Esau, E-S-A-U, Esau. Jacob blessed Jacob in place of Esau. Isaac blessed Jacob in place of Esau. Thank you, students.